Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's star time.
Friday, July 2nd, and we're talking about trending topics.
Oh,
Yes.
what?
Yes, girl.
That's unique.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's unique.
That's
unique. Yes. No. Wait.
Queens is in the building, y'all.
Yo, Moochie, can I get that theory, please? Let me get that theory. You know what I mean? I need that theory right now. I don't need it tomorrow. I don't need it Wednesday. I don't need it Friday. I need that theory right now.
You know, black girls don't really have to do stuff like that. What we gotta do is take naps and moisturize. And we pretty much good to go.
Right.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? You rocking with Moochie, and this is Moochilla's Reviews. So hit the hammer because you came through. What's up, people? We're gonna get into it tonight, and we're talking about raising Kanan. I know y'all know we getting ready for this finale, and I got a crew of ladies coming, and we're gonna discuss it tonight. So let's get into it. I know we had like a good talk last night with this. We're gonna have a good conversation with this tonight, come up with a bunch of theories and predictions, as well as, some people want to talk about the episode and get their things out. So we're gonna get into it tonight. I'm Moochie, and this is Moochilla's Reviews. So let's get into it, y'all. Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl. Okay, so I know, let me put the thumbnail back up here so y'all can see that. And the question is, will Kanan figure it out? I don't even know where the ladies are. They supposed to be coming. Yep. So here we go. Maybe I'll start this off. I had took a couple of questions that was from the recap, and it was several other episodes and that were comments that I really wanted to build a conversation around. And they're from some of you subscribers. Some of you might be here tonight. So I wanted to I usually do this from time to time. So this is from Mr. D Wooten 81. And they say, I believe that Jukebox already knows who took out Crystal, and she will tell Kanan while Kanan is in front of Unique. I believe that Unique will set up Snaps and Pops, and Kanan will see it as a peace offering before Snaps and Pops get taken out. What do y'all? That's a good theory. That's definitely a good theory. And it is possible that it could go down that way. But Kanan is so fast to do stuff. I hope he don't rush to do things because what these people told him, and that his mother did it. And I hope somebody could really talk some sense into him before it goes left. Hey, knocking down. So that's what I believe with that. I'm gonna go to the hold on. Somebody here, somebody here, ringing my bell. Hey,
Can you ring my
what's up?
bell? Ring my bell.
Okay, so we had
Hey
I
guys.
had did you hear the question the comment that I read?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so this is from Mr. D Wooten 81, and he says, let me put my glasses back.
Yes, honey. Put your
All right.
glasses
I
on.
believe that Jukebox already knows who took out Crystal, and she will tell Kanan while Kanan is in front of Unique. I believe that Unique will set up Snaps and Pops, and Kanan will see it as a peace offering before Snaps and Pops are taken out. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think that's possible?
So no to the jukebox part. I do not think that she knows.
I think she do.
I don't think so. Not at all.
Okay, go ahead. Let me
I
get a
think
bottle of water.
she's
Go
out the
ahead.
okay. I think jukebox is out the loop on a lot of things because let's keep it a buck. She's not really heavily in on Kanan's stuff, right? She's not it's not like Kanan is really giving her a play-by-play. He just kind of just now let her in on what's going on. I don't think she knows at all. I think she's lost just like him. She might have her speculations, she might have her assumptions, but as far as jukebox just knowing what happened, no, I don't think so. I believe that Unique will set up Snaps and Pops and Kanan will see it as a peace offering. I don't think so because Unique has made it very clear that he views Snaps and Pops as superiors to him. That's the whole reason why. Well, that's the main reason why he won't take out Kanan. He said to old boy, he said, first, before he started gloating about, oh, Kanan, oh, wow, I'm glad he's his own man. Before he said all that, he did say, Kanan right now is connected to some powerful people, meaning Snaps and Pops. He don't want that type of smoke. He don't want that smoke. He wants to work with Snaps and Pops. So I don't see Unique. Oh shit, sorry y'all. I do not see Unique setting up Snaps and Pops. I don't see it. Damn, hold on. I don't see it, y'all. That's just me personally. That's just
I'm
me.
sorry, my phone was going crazy.
Me too. Yeah, I agree with Eric H in the comments. I think Juke will figure it out, but
I
I do
think she
not.
already did.
I don't think so. I don't think so at
You know
all.
what? I'm gonna give you the reason because you remember when they was at his apartment and he
Mm-hmm.
was saying he was going to talk to Snaps and Pops. She was
Yes,
looking at him. She was questioning him why he run into them for everything,
that's true.
and that's why she set up that whole meeting at the diner with Rock because he was running to tell Snaps and Pops
Mhm.
everything because and I believe she feels like it's them. She thinks it's coming from them.
I
She don't have any proof of it yet, but she's like what you said, speculating.
correct. I
I
think
think
that
I
is
think her confirmation did come from the that whole picture thing.
okay. Picture, picture thing. We talking? Oh,
Like
her seeing
with
Crystal.
the picture of Crystal.
Correct.
But remember, she's on her way back to him. But by this time, Snaps and Pops already said that it's the mother. So when she come back with the news, she gonna be like, I talked to my source.
Yeah, yeah.
And she gonna be able to prove that she gonna be able to she gonna still say it's not Rock.
Okay. I hear you. But my personal opinion, I think the real reason, like majority of the reason why she called Rock to that diner was because because Kanan speculated Rock. I think that in her mind, that was such a wild accusation. She was like, let me I think that was Jukebox, and it was very smart, y'all. Jukebox is smart. I think that was her way of being like, we got to dead all this ish. Because I think internally she was like, well, shit, I need to know if my Aunt Rock, if she really did this. So I really feel like that was the main driving force. It's not to say that your theory isn't possible. I just think the driving force was like, okay, in her mind, Kanan is talking mad crazy. He's thinking his mom took out, he's thinking Aunt Rock took out Famous. She blowing him up. Let me just get these two together. And I think that was the driving force. I think she wanted to see for herself how Rock was going to respond to the whole accusation about her taking out Famous. That's what I think was the driving force. That's just my thought.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think she's going to. We already know that Jukebox is smarter than Kanan. We know that from season 1, right, guys? So I do agree with some people in the comments that Juke is going to be the one to kind of sniff out Pops and Snap first. I do agree with that. But her just off rip knowing, no. Her suspecting them, absolutely yes. Exactly, Eric. Process of elimination. That is what Kanan lacks. All right, you guys? He lacks process of elimination. You see, Jukebox is more of a analytical thinker. So she's really going to cross her I's and dot her T's, whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying. She's going to be like that. Kanan, as we've seen, goes from 0 to 50 without really thinking. Wouldn't you say, Moochie?
I didn't say anything. Okay.
No, I'm saying, wouldn't you agree?
Brandon, Tony, if
that?
Jukebox say that, if Jukebox doesn't know who took out Crystal, I think Jukebox will find out from the streets and then tell Kanan what she heard from the streets. Well, that's what she is gonna do, because remember, she went to her source that was Garcia. Now,
exactly. Dexter gets what I'm saying. He said Kanan.
I was just reading his comment.
Yeah, Kanan has too much anger to think logically. Exactly.
Yeah, he's not thinking with his. He's too angry. He can't see through it. He's still not over the fact that his mother,
correct,
put the hammer to his father's head right in front of him.
Correct.
Like it was like
yeah.
It was unsuspecting. He didn't think that was gonna happen because they all walked in there together, and he figured he was gonna get this money or whatever the case may be.
Let me ask you for clarity. Was there ever a scene where Rock explained to Kanan why she took out Howard? Was there a scene where she did say, yo, he was going to try to throw Marvin under the bus?
No, she really didn't go into it. And that's what she should have did. A lot of things that happen between them two is lack of communication.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Kanan does have PTSD. I think now that Lulu saying he this dragon slayer, I think he might be close to the end of the road. I hate to say it, my boo, because they already know they up against so many people, and if it just leads me to my next question. So let me go to that before
Dragon Slayer. I mean, that was given Game of Thrones. I said Dragon Slayer. What the hell? I mean. They couldn't think of any other references.
Which storyline surprised you the most?
Okay. Whoa. Okay. What is the top left one? The top left one is him popping up.
Popping up on Unique.
Correct. Damn, this is a good question. What was the most surprising? I guess if I had to pick out of these slides, I would have to say, I guess Kanan having the cojones to roll up on Unique and his crew. It ain't like he bumped up to Unique at the corner store at the bodega. He rolled up on Unique's territory with Unique's goons. So I will say that does take a set of balls. So I think that was the most surprising. He didn't have Juke with him. He didn't have no backup. He went solo dolo. So that surprised me the most. I didn't know he had it in him to do all that.
Look, I'm gonna step out of Raising Kanan and step into 50 Cent.
Okay.
And this is how he stepped to the Locks when they had beef. He went right over to when they had when they had beef, he went right over to wherever they Westchester, that's where they from.
I think, I don't know.
Yeah. So he went over to where they are. He came by himself too.
Okay.
And that's how they squashed the beef. That was just
gave you a flashback to that real life moment.
It made me think about that.
Right.
Hey ladies, good evening. I definitely think Jukebox figured out Snaps and Pops, took out Crystal and Famous. Kanan thinks being angry and not thinking logically compared to Jukebox. Exactly.
Yep. I mean, I agree. I do agree with that for sure. Oh, they're from Yonkers. They're from Yonkers.
Yonkers. Okay, I knew it was something like that. Yeah, so he went there. All right. Yeah. That's the first question we did. This is another one. Okay. Jukebox is gonna give Garcia intel on how Howard taken out Detective Burke.
Ooh.
And gave her intel on Crystal left in the stairwell, which is showing her cop skills already. It's definitely Aisha's definitely gonna be a casualty because she will cause Juke to get darker, because you can tell that that's the last person she really cares about besides family.
I agree with the first half of this comment with the Garcia thing and the Jukebox and the police skills. I agree with that. The only reason why I have a question mark behind Aisha, because that's already played out, in my opinion. You know, white girl Nick, RIP, that was, a love interest that already got taken out. So I don't know if they're gonna repeat that again. But you never know. Power likes to repeat stuff, so you never know. But yeah, you never know.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in this situation, in this scenario.
Okay.
You're Rock. How would Rock handle Unique? Like, this is the meet. This is how it ended with them walking in and having this meeting. What is the first thing she will say to him?
God, that's hard. The first thing, because I can tell you what her stance is gonna be.
The question is the question, love.
God dang. I mean, I don't know about the first thing out her mouth, but I can tell you her energy is definitely gonna be like, nigga, you sure you want to do this? Like, we're about to be at this point. I think Rock is like, I don't want to do this, but we are about to be at an all-time war. This is like the meeting before the bloodshed in the war. I think this is her last ditch effort to be like, yo, do we really want to take it there, Unique? I don't want to do this, but if we do this, it's gonna be casualties. I think that's why she stepped to him like, yo, let's have a talk, and I think we can all assume that Unique is probably not going to be level-headed with that conversation.
We don't know that. I think he is going to be, because he don't have no supply.
You think he's going to be
level-headed? He don't have, he got to get some. Listen, when that conversation that him and Kanan had, she's stepping in him because you messing with my child. It could go either way, where she's going to try to talk to him and reason with him.
She is going to do that. Yeah.
But she remember what she told Kanan too. Mm-hmm. Any mistakes you made from this point on, you're on your own. I'm not cleaning up your mess. And
correct.
And I believe she said that before she saw him walk out of that place.
Correct, Moochie. But what I'm saying is, we both are in agreement that Rock is going over there to level with him. However, I am telling you as a guarantee, Unique is not going to oblige to that. That is why in the trailer we saw Lulu scoping out baby mama Pernessa, because
we're not talking about the trailer yet, though. We're not talking about I'm just asking
this is
you.
Kind of what you're asking.
I'm asking you what you think she gonna say.
Yeah, she's going to try to reason with him, but he's not gonna go for it. That's what I have to say. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Not you putting stipulations on me. I thought this was a okay.
No, because I'm trying to stay. I'm trying to stay in a certain area before we get to that next area.
Before we get to
That's
that.
why.
Okay, I got this. Okay.
I don't want you to put your track shoes on, love.
My track shoes. Sorry, sis.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Okay, wait. Let me see what RC said. All right. It was alarming that in that panel discussion that Sasha Penn and Wendell Pierce kept praising Patina Miller. I hope she's not gonna go in the finale.
Whoa.
Mm.
Whoa.
I feel like anybody could get it this season.
Moochie, you think they would take out Raquel this season? You think the writers?
I don't think she's gone, because remember, if you go from power, it's gonna be one thing or the other, and don't be surprised if Kanan get locked up.
Kanan?
Yeah, he still has to go to juvie. He never did that.
He goes to juvie?
Yeah,
I thought the only jail time he did was when Ghost and Tasha set him up.
Hey, Nita.
Hey, Nita. Oh.
Okay, she's coming.
Y'all are educating me.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
Yes,
great. Sorry, y'all. Hey, boo.
Hey, it's a little I hear a little humming, but
a little humming. Okay, let me see.
I think she's good now.
Yeah, you good now.
Yeah.
I hear it's a little bit, but
you
hear it?
No, I don't hear nothing. I don't hear it,
but I don't hear nothing.
It's okay. I'll move the mic away from my mouth.
There we go.
Does it sound a little better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great.
You know, Moochie has the memory of an elephant. So Moochie, you gotta remind me, sis, when did it get said that he gets sent to juvenile? I thought the only jail time he did was when Tasha and Ghost set him up. He did juvie?
I gotta think. I thought
I don't know about that.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know about that, sis. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. As far as the comment though, I think we're all in agreement that season 5 will probably be the final season of Raising Kanan. I just don't know if stars and the powers that be would risk taking out Raquel now and us going an entire season 5 with no Raquel. I think that is too much of a risk. I think they would lose viewership. I just don't know I don't know. I could be wrong. I just don't see them taking her out season 4 finale. I do not see it. Now, season 5, that's another thing. But as far as this season, next week's finale, I believe Raquel will live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. I feel like she's not going to be on top. No. That's one thing I will kind of stand on. She will not be on top. But I think she will live. I think we'll get another season, and next season will be the final season as we turn into a different chapter of
it's supposed to go into Origins, and Kanan is supposed to be in it.
Exactly. I agree.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So y'all, I'm sorry I was late. My son was getting his hair retwisted. He has therapy on Mondays. It's just a busy day sometimes. But I love the episode. The episode was so fire. Last week, this week, it just keeps getting better and better and better, y'all. I swear. I knew Crystal was a goner, but I did not know it was going to be like that.
I really thought Juke was gonna do it, yo.
Yeah, I remember that was your theory.
I thought Juke was gonna do it. Yeah, I was like, when I seen her come through in a room, and then you realized it was this woman. I said, what? What?
Yeah.
What? Oh, they getting their hands dirty, baby. They on the board.
These are some dirty cops. Like, this is.
I'm talking about snaps and pops.
We talking about snaps and pops.
They getting their hands dirty.
They are getting nasty.
We thought
But
they were just gonna be sitting back in the cut, like kind of doing the things, but no,
Well,
baby.
shit, I thought they were goddamn vampires. 'Cause when they popped out on the scene last week, I said, "Oh, this is the first time we seen y'all outside the bar." I thought they were vampires. Shout out to Sinners. I thought they were vampires for a minute because you never saw them in the light of day
Right.
until last week. I don't know where we're gonna go with it tonight. I'll probably talk about it on my own personal recap. I do not agree with Snaps and Pops. I think the writers dropped the ball with their game plan, their ideology, their thought process. I just thought this was completely unnecessary.
Mm.
R.I.P. Crystal.
but
R.I.P.
Rock did give y'all a foreshadowing moment when Kanan and him walked out of that bar. She told him,
Yes.
she told Kanan how she be laying down bodies.
Exactly. Exactly.
And she was dropping gems on him that day. I said this a number of times, and he's not, he's like a normal, typical teenager. He think he know everything.
Yeah. And Snaps and Pops are really trying to monopolize off of turning him into the animal that they need him to be in order
Yep.
to do their bidding. You
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
this is like their second coming. They putting everything into Kanan. Like they putting all their little resources into him, doing all the things, manipulating, doing everything they need to do to get that machine ready to go. That's all this is.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
let me ask you this question:
Mhm.
which storyline surprised you the most, Nita?
I want to say it still has to be Crystal for me.
Hmm.
I still figured that Kanan was going to talk to Neek. I
Mm-hmm.
figured that was going to happen. I just didn't know when. I didn't know where. I didn't know under what circumstances. Didn't know. But like that whole no, absolutely. The opening scene surprised me the most. Just that storyline took me by surprise for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
David, the writing was on the wall, baby. Oh Lord, he was gonna do it to himself. I mean, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, it was gonna be something crazy like that. But
Yeah.
but I did know that he didn't really have the chances of survival in this game. He just didn't. He just didn't have it. So
Nita,
yeah,
can I tell you why I disagree?
okay.
Even though it was still surprising to me, I'm with you on that. However, I think once it was revealed that Pops and Snaps was behind the torture and unaliving of
Fame.
this,
Yeah.
I think that I knew once they were going to rope up Crystal, I said she was probably going to be a goner because at this point, especially once Pops popped up, a lot of people I saw it was controversial as far as like, oh, they're surprised that she's still off her. I was not surprised because the thing is, why would she let Crystal live for Crystal to go back and tell Kanan what happened to? No, of course they were gonna off her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it as a viewer, it was still surprising to really watch and witness. Yes. But theoretically, once they did what they did to Famous off of an assumption, no concrete evidence, they did what they did to him. I said, yeah, I just
but to me, it felt like it
Excuse
was
me. I'm
really,
sorry.
really fast. It was like the
yeah,
last
6 days.
the last scene of the other episode, she was getting taken off the bus, and then the first scene of this episode, like I was like, oh wait, what? Like, yeah. No,
It
I mean
was
I got all that. I got it. I
yeah.
got that. Yeah,
I think it was like maybe 2 to 3 days max. You're right. It was quick. It was very quick.
Mm-hmm.
As far as when they got her off the bus, because you remember Kanan within 24 to 48 hours, he was already calling to see if she had reached. So you're right. It was a little quicker than we probably expected. Yeah.
And
All
Gemini
right. Okay, if something happens to Rock and Kanan finds out the truth that it wasn't his mama, he's really gonna feel worse because Rock warned him what they're capable of.
Mhm.
Rock been dropping gems to Kanan. That's a fact.
He not gonna realize it though, Gemini. People like Kanan, they are too. They can't see the forest for the trees.
Mhm.
They
Mm-hmm.
just can't. His mind is fixated. Even though she's torn her drawers with him. She has. She torn. Y'all,
That's a funny.
y'all.
That's a funny
really got
saying.
that. Well, she has. I mean, her reputation precedes herself. Like she ain't do nothing. She been solid all season, young, and but because she has the goal to do it and she has done it before, nobody's giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Yep, you're right.
So it's just that's just tough. That's just tough
Yeah.
when you gotta sit up there and be blamed for it. Like you remember, you know how when when you be like, oh, your partner keep accusing you of cheating and stuff. You're like, shit, I might as well go ahead and fucking cheat. You still,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? You
Right.
accusing me, but no, like,
And yeah,
go ahead.
I really feel I'm just picking back off of you. I just listen, y'all. I have critiqued Rock. Y'all know I'm equal opportunist. I critiqued Rock. She was wrong for several things, but we're not gonna negate the fact that she has saved that boy
Right.
time and time again.
But they don't see it like that. They don't see it like that. For some
Like,
reason,
I
like they
don't
just
get it.
want to blame somebody. They want to point the finger other than holding themselves responsible or accountable for any of their actions.
Right. And my thing is, Nita and Moochie, I don't mind holding Rock accountable, but I'm like, let's hold everybody accountable to the same level. You cannot ridicule her and not ridicule Kane. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna ridicule them, critique them all. Don't just cherry pick, because the facts are the facts. If it wasn't for Rock, Kanan would be deceased, and that's just a fact. So I don't see it. I don't get the hate towards her, the unbalanced hate toward. I just don't get it. But
Well, I get it because she did what she took out the father in front of him and D-Wiz, so that's why he thinks she's capable or anything like that.
Right, but
And you have to be in these
you
streets.
have to be. But my thing is this.
And me, I don't even fault these people for even thinking this, because this is a history. This is a pattern.
There you go.
Know
This is
me.
true. Yeah.
Know me. Don't cross me. Know me. Like, look, you might want that to speak a little bit more in the streets for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't F with me.
Yeah.
However, there's going to be somebody that's going to, like, I'm going to pull you. I'm going to do the things. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to step to you toe to toe, and let's see how you handle it. So, listen.
Guys, I don't agree. I do not agree with everything that Rock does, but at least with Raquel, there was a method to the madness. And I feel like if I was once a child. If I put myself back in younger Monique, right, a child, yes, I'm going to be hurt that my mom took out my friend, D-Wiz. But once she explained to me the street code, and it was like, look, son, it was either going to be you or him, and I chose you as my child, I would never throw it back up in my parents' face ever again, because even though it was a heartbreaking decision, I know that my mother chose me. So it's the audacity of him fixing his lips to even critique her about D-Wiz. So would you want her to have just had you, should she have just thrown you to the wolves? I don't get I'm a very logical person. I just do not get the logic in him or fans being mad at her about D-Wiz when she already gave the facts. It was
that's when maturity kind of steps in, and that's why the people who say that they don't like Kanan, that is the reason, because you want to be grown, but you want to still want to fall back on the crutch of trying to blame your mama for everything. And nigga, she just cleaning up your mess, cleaning up your dirty diaper, and like what she's been doing. And like I tell y'all, I said, let them niggas hold their own balls. Let them do it. Let them do it.
Oh, Lord.
Why, Nita?
All right. Let me put this question up. I mean, this comment up and it says, honestly, what happened to OC was something I felt was going to happen to Panessa or their son. I said Panessa was going to run to Rock after Unique started mistreating their son. I'm glad they used that plot on OC and not their son. It really does look like Marvin is going to jail or getting taken out of here. He is one of my favorite characters. Mine too. I don't want to see him go. But they had him doing way too much this season. Kanan ultimately will find out Snaps and Pop took out Fame, but he like Unique right is blinded. He's like Unique blinded by what happened. Snaps and Pops and Stefano have to go, yes. And Jukebox are a lot of like those are sinister smiles says it. Those sinister smiles say it all. Yeah. You could see Juke turning into she's has some of Rock's characteristics when she went in that house last week with that dude. That was Rock.
Yep.
That was Rock's attitude. That was Rock's swag. That was Rock all the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
But but she's I think she's really a how can I say it without saying it? She's a deleter like her father. I'll say it like that.
I don't know. That storyline still kind of hurts my soul. Just seeing the potential that Jukebox had, it really hurt. I think it hurts more than Kanan because, Kanan we saw from season 1, he always had an interest in this life. Jukebox never really had an interest, but I think Jukebox is a really good example of product of their environment. It's very sad, actually.
Okay, so I
don't know about that, Monique. So can we speak to this? I want both of y'all takes on this whole thing of a product of your environment. Now we do know that Kanan and Juke has been raised under the same tutelage. Basically, they're in the same family. They are like best friends. However, why do you see one person going one way and another person going another way under the same tutelage?
The psychology, the same way 3 siblings can be raised in the same house, and you can have one sibling be the golden child and the straight A student and go on to be amazing, and you have another child be a criminal or a reject. I mean, it's psychology behind it.
Yeah, no, it is situational. Inga pointed out Jukebox had a lot of loss early. Yes. And it caused her to grow up early. Aside from her growing up early from the loss, she had to grow up early because she had to take care of Kanan because her mother and her uncles were in the streets. Exactly. So who had to step up and raise Kanan? But that's my thing. Like, where, it's so unfair. It's so unbalanced, so unfair. Yeah. But I'm not trying to point the blame or point the fingers at nobody, but it just is what it is. But you have to ask yourself, like, when are you going to make better choices? When are you going, that's the main thing I keep trying to drill into my son. I'm like, choices. Choices have consequences. Choices have consequences. I just want him to know that. And I drill it into his head. And probably because I do it, that's probably why he gonna go the other way anyway. I don't know.
Don't put that out there.
Don't put that out there. But I get
that out there.
Don't put that. But I get the psychology.
You don't put that out there.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Don't put that out there.
Don't put that out there, Nita. I get what you're saying, though, Nita. I'm not trying to gaslight you. I understand what you're saying. Before we wrap this part up, I will say this, though, guys. I'm gonna keep it real. It doesn't matter. It does not matter how you want to slice it or dice it. If you are a parent in family unit and you are heavily involved in that life, the way the Thomas family is, and you don't truly shield your children from that, they're going to be tainted. by it in some way, shape, or form. And I will never forget season 2 when Kanan said it. Like, you could have maybe go to my grandmother's. You could have shipped me off to Connecticut. Like, Rock as a parent, this is where she and the uncles do have to take responsibility. You Marvin too. You could have shipped Jukebox to Connecticut and have her live a nice suburban life. They selfishly, and this is where they are selfish, Marvin and Raquel, they were selfish because they wanted, you can't have it both ways. You can't love your children so much and be selfish that you want them right here with you, but then try to also shield them from this life that you are heavily engulfed in, to where they were at the diner season 1 and it got powed up. You cannot do that. If you truly wanted to shield your child from this life in every capacity, you should have taken them to your cousin's house in Connecticut. It's just not possible, you guys. No matter how you slice it or dice it, that's the truth. In some way, shape, or form, Juke and Kanan were gonna be tainted by this life. And that's just the reality.
They're gonna be tainted. However, I'm not having a responsibility that is on myself and push it on to somebody else. I'm not doing that. I'm not
What do you
pushing
mean?
my child onto somebody else.
Yeah.
But I get that, but
I'm
things
just
could
not
have
gonna do
things could have been, listen, you can't have it all. My point is, you cannot have it always. There's gonna be some type of sacrifice that has to be done. And I can't sugarcoat it.
The sacrifice should have been Kanan taking that SAT, getting his ass into school, and doing what the hell he had to do.
Okay,
Yeah,
but Tariq had private schools.
Come on
He
now.
had
Same
schools that he was
thing.
sent out of the hood, and look what happened to him. He got
But there's a
manipulated.
difference, you
He
guys.
got
Someone-
manipulated into the
Hold
You're cutting
on.
me off.
That's what they
Got
want.
manipulated into the business.
They want it though. They want it. They secretly want it. Y'all glorify it, and that's what it is. All that stuff look good, and everybody talking about gangsters and da 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 da. I mean, y'all make it look too good. Like, they're not gonna pass that up.
Okay, so Crystal dropped gems when she told Kanan about the scary man with the scars on his face, and he didn't put that together. I give him time. I think he is putting everything together, because we already know that Unique slipped up when he said the comment about OC. Everybody don't know that little guy. I'm just saying. When he met up with Unique, then Unique tells on himself when he brought out OC. Yeah. So I think he's gonna put 2 and 2 together with that.
I think
and,
so.
And if it happens, like, okay, I didn't show you this first question because that's what made me bring up this question, because the comment that we had, somebody made. Hold up, let me move this real quick.
Shout out to the comment section. Come on.
Okay, y'all. So Jukebox is it this one? No, it's not this one. It's not this one. It was it was one of them that said that they will see Jukebox tell Kanan about what happened to Crystal in front of Unique, and Unique is gonna probably throw Pops and Snaps under the bus. If they get together and take them out, or they could set them up to go to jail with Stefano. Who knows?
Yeah, I see some type of team up. We just got to see. Like, when I tell you the writers teed this thing up for the finale, like when I tell you everybody coming from different angles and got different things to consider, we don't know how it's going to go. But you best believe them Italians, those Rotini is my friend. My friend is my enemy. You know what I'm saying? My friend. Right. So I feel like they need to do the same thing, but they need to do it before they do it.
Exactly.
That's what they have to do.
Nita, can you read this last one by Rap MDTV? This is a comment. They said you was right, so I wanted you to read that one.
Right. I was like, shout out to Rap MDTV. It said Nita is right. Watching so much YouTube, I seen so many situations out there. Even when she is hurt, the woman is blamed more than the perpetrator. In the situations where she's not the perpetrator or the victim. If a woman was involved somewhere, it's all her idea. Same thing with Meg and the leprechaun.
The leprechaun.
If that's my stuff, not him or her. If it's a situation where a man is not treating a woman well in a relationship, other women quick to say, "Girl, he doesn't even like you." Nita hit the woman hating nail on the head. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I just want somebody to feel me and see me. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, I figure you get a kick out of that.
I love that. And I do appreciate.
Thank you, Mooch.
I can't remember what episode Rock said it, but I love when she said, I think she said it to Kanan. She was like, "Damn it, I can't remember it quote for quote." But
you
she
just want to blame me. You
not
got
the
somebody
blame,
to
but
blame.
It was like y'all want my help, but y'all don't like the
Love-
results. It was
result.
something like
Yeah,
that.
it was the result.
Yeah.
She said, y'all don't like my methods, but y'all show love the results. And it's just like, again, you can't have it both ways. Like you cannot have it both ways. You want her to clean up your mess, but you still want to blame her for everything. You can't have it both ways, people. You can't. You got to pick a struggle. You got to. Team Rock.
Okay.
Team Rock.
Okay, this is the one I was saying where they were saying Marvin, I think, is going to be taken out because of the Thomas fam has done so much dirt. The police won't investigate it, leaving it unsolved. This is going to lead to Juke becoming a dirty cop to avenge her father's deletion by using the badge as a get out of jail free card. Kanan and Rock, I think Rock is going to get locked up behind Kanan, possibly taking the rap for him. And it's going to be at that moment that Kanan finally gets the sense and realizes that his mom had his back the entire time. Lou is going to be the uncle that put Tommy and Ghost on. Yeah. I believe I don't want him being that he's saying he a dragon slayer.
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Money.
Hey, boo boo. Thank you so much.
Money.
Best scene was Kanan was kicking the bucket.
Yeah. Got money. Yeah.
All right, girls, get up. Y'all know what that means. There's money upstairs. Come on.
All right.
There's
Best
money upstairs.
All right.
Thank you, Dante. That's on my channel. Thank you so much.
That's what's up. Best scene was Kanan kicking the bucket over after he stomped the janitor's ears together. Yeah, that was.
I enjoyed it. I thought he could have put a little bit more oomph in them kicks. But I agree. It was all good.
Now, did y'all notice the three sides of Unique when she walked in here? And I said she don't know which three she dealing with.
Oh my god!
Together, did y'all get that analogy of it?
See that Moochie?
That's what I saw. You gonna get the one, the dude that love her. You gonna get the crazy one that's out of control,
right?
And then you gonna get the one that's the worker. You know, so I just thought that was kind of deep.
Yeah, because in OG Power, it was all about mirrors. You remember how Ghost kept looking in mirrors and he saw different reflections of himself? That's, ooh, girl. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice it. I love him.
That's really deep. I didn't notice it.
Okay, that's see it this way. See it this way.
Oh,
like you don't know.
Oh my god!
Like, is he gonna turn his back on her?
Woo!
Ooh, girl.
It's just like that's how I saw. I mean, I know. I hope it's not too deep, but you know.
No, it is deep, but it's very intelligent. You know, it's very intelligent.
Okay, this one you was reading, Nita. Yes, I do that. Yes, I do think Kanan will delete his own mother, but I also feel that after it's done, he finds out the truth. That she was real. Okay, somebody else wrote it too. I think so too. It's gonna be. It just better be an hour too, because they've been skimping on us, giving us like a 45 minute or 40-minute episode. Nah, I hope this runs over the hour. Keep in mind, y'all, we're gonna be having a watch party Friday night.
Ow.
Like, because the way I said it. Oh, Lord. Look, did we talk about Lamar yet? They put a pow pow in his hand, and the last time you seen a celebrity guest as a villain. Well, that's with BMF. I see him coming back. I don't even want to get into that right now.
I don't want. We on power right now. Please.
I want to stay focused on this right now with the series and whatnot. All right, so let me ask y'all this: is this dang? Hold up. Let me stop it. Do you think this is gonna be bad? What do you see the future for B Rilla? I think he's gonna kick the bucket soon. What's y'all thoughts?
Yeah. Lou gotta get rid of loose ends. Period.
I think he gonna put him in a situation where he ain't gonna make it.
That's smart.
No,
he have to.
I hope Lou was smart enough like you, Moochie, because I mean, I didn't get that vibe, but I think what you're saying is very smart. I think that would be smart, Lulu. I think B Rilla isn't necessarily a loose end. I think we've all said it from episode 1. I view B Rilla as a liability, and he's already proven he's already proven to be a liability. I mean, he got Lulu in this whole mess, literally. So that's a great theory. I would love it if Lulu sets him up to do a job that he's gonna get taken out. I hope so.
Okay. Hey, Tressa.
Tressa.
She said.
No, I think
she said that guy that was talking about Lamar Jackson, E-Tone, not from BMF. Oh, okay. So you talk about the football player. All right, I got it now.
Oh, okay.
I think with him, we don't know if Jersey gonna turn their backs on him. And once he said that he want to eat New York ninjas, I think he gonna be on the chopping block if it go left. Because especially if Akbar decide to listen to these Italians and come at him, if they say put him down.
Oh no, I feel like it's a misdirect.
Me too.
I feel like it's a misdirect. They people think that they are for Unique, but I don't think that they are. Like
ding ding ding. Yep.
Yeah. I think it's for whoever's the highest bidder.
Boom.
Whomever can do the work. We'll see. I don't know.
I'm with you, Nita. I've been suspicious of Biggie Smalls since the beginning. I don't know. It's something about the way he's really heavily around Unique. I know he was given an order, but like Nita said, I feel like he's the type that would just go with the highest bidder. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I got my eye on him. I'm not saying I'm 100% right, but I have my eye on him. He seems very loyal to Unique, and I don't know if it's under just the strict orders from Jersey, but
if they go to war,
yes,
then he has to choose a side. He has to figure out what he's gonna do. So,
and I don't know if he's ready to be taken out behind this. This ain't really his people. Remember, he a Jersey cat. It ain't like this is his crew. So it's just like, it just seems like Unique trusts him so much. I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious about it. Yeah, thank you. Yep. I don't know. Something about it.
Some Jersey dude is turning on Unique like they turned on Victor Sweet in Four Brothers. You know what? I can't with you.
Those were Detroit.
Dude made him pick rice off the floor and eat it.
Oh, it was
I don't know if it was rice or spaghetti or something.
Yeah, it was spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Mm-hmm. Those were Detroit cats, though. What up, Brillo? Those were Detroit people, though. I don't know. Victor Sweet.
Be really going one way or another. He served his purpose.
Exactly.
All right, Flex.
Exactly, Flex.
All right, Kanan
I
always
don't
said
see
you ain't a
Brillo.
deleter
I don't see
until you
Brillo.
take out someone you love. If he
Yes.
take out his own mother,
Mother.
it would it was easy for him to take out his son Sean, yeah. But I hope not.
Mm-mm.
I hope not.
I believe that's exactly what's gonna happen.
You think? I don't think. But they said she was alive.
No,
in
she don't.
power.
I would love for y'all to prove me wrong, but I believe he takes her out. Sorry.
All right, Nita, I'm
You
putting
think
it
by
down.
hold on, let's get
You
clarity.
think she gonna
They're
get taken
saying-
out this next episode?
Yeah, clarity. This
No,
next
I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I just know that Kanan is gonna take his mother out due to the
Okay.
manipulation and all that stuff.
As far as the finale, I think it's going to be he's going to screw over Rock. You know, last season finale, we saw that he pulled a okey doke and actually had her back against Michael Myers, aka Ronnie. I think this finale, he's actually going to go against her, and I think he's going to screw her over in a major way.
I don't think she's getting taken out.
No, I don't agree.
I see her going to jail before getting taken out. Because remember, she walking in and out of that bar with Stefano. Even though she got to get out of jail free card, I believe she will go as far as giving that get out of jail free card to her own son, and tell him to get out the business, and he still ain't gonna listen.
Nah, he's gonna screw her over. This finale next week, he's going to screw her over.
If she was smart, she would take the get out of jail free card and go the fuck on.
She could take the get out of jail free
your
card.
Son, your husband, they don't care nothing about you. I
I agree with Nita, but I think it's less predictable to do it this season.
I'm holding it up that not all men.
We can't see you, Nita. You off camera.
Not all men, but girl, I don't believe that shit.
That was funny.
Them niggas will throw you under the bus.
Did he make a statement before or after he took out Juke? Yeah, he told us he's made something. He made a statement after. He's like, "There you go again, run your mouth."
Yep.
So
yeah, that was a spur of the moment. He didn't plan on taking her out in that moment. It was really like a.
Okay, somebody wrote that too. I see Pops throwing Snaps under the bus, or at least trying to, when they finally get exposed.
Bonnie and Clyde, you think they're gonna turn against each other?
I don't believe that.
I don't know at all.
But
she was willing to. Remember, she stepped to Rock last season.
I'm not against it because I know they will do it.
Where they was talking about, oh yeah, like she stepped to her some other way. Like, I don't know about them doing business together, but they did have a conversation. But I don't see. I don't know.
They're saying Pops.
Yeah, I don't put it past her unless she messing with a younger dude.
No, I don't see it at all. I think this is far off. I think Pops and Snaps have proven that they move as a unit. Bonnie and Clyde, I think that's far off. I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah, I think she might do it to save herself though. Pop, she diabolical. I could just see her in a particular.
She took out Crystal.
Yeah, it's possible.
That was
now. Was anything traceable back to Snaps and
the cops?
The cops. Is there any tangible thing traceable to them? I don't feel like it is. Do
I
y'all
don't
think?
know, but I do want people to understand. Just because who's the woman? Snaps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just
No,
because
Pop.
okay,
She's the
Pop.
one.
Y'all need to understand. I've seen this on various other outlets. People are saying because Pops is the one that went to Crystal, that as if she did that on her own. No, you guys. Snaps was 100% aware of the game plan. That was all strategy.
Yeah.
Crystal was hemmed up for 2 or 3 days. They realized they weren't getting anywhere. Duh. They're like, well, let's send a woman in to try to see. That's change strategy. Let's send a woman in to soften up and see. It was. They definitely both decided that together. Just because you
You're
only
still
saw,
being used,
they're still a unit, y'all. They're still a unit. Just because,
but you're being used, and at the end of the day, somebody can.
but there's such a unit. That's like,
Okay, we'll
it's
see. We
almost
don't know
like-
that backstory,
yeah,
so
but
we don't know.
yeah, I mean, I'm just
The
giving my
cops are
opinion. What
more
I'm saying, it's the
to
same.
Pops
It's
than
the
Snaps.
yeah, it's my opinion. I'm just saying it's the same thing as if it's like Ghost trying to screw over Tommy to get locked. They're one in this, like they're both, they're a unit. They're to get like turning in Tommy is like turning in himself. There's too much dirt collaboratively that's gonna bleed on the it's just not smart. So I'm just
I get what
addressing.
you're saying. I get what
Yeah, it's not.
If,
I
if
think
they talk to them cops, because now that Juke got it in with the police, if she finds out something when she talked to them cops, it will lead to her, and he won't be around for that. It will be, so that's how she'll get thrown under the bus. And that's how she'll throw her partner under the bus. She might do it that way, or he might do it to her. All they gotta do is catch one of them alone.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. I'm like, you don't know which one it's gonna be. It's a toss up. Next question.
Next caller.
Let me see.
Next
We
caller.
need to have callers.
Next caller.
I can't even put the link out here. We don't know what kind of person we'll get coming up in here.
No, don't ever do that. Please don't ever do that. I like Flex.
I've done it before, but
shout out to Flex.
I wouldn't
You've
do
been
it
in the
tonight.
comments. Flex got some good stuff in the comments. Shout out to. I'm not familiar with you, Flex, but I like what you spit.
Did we gloss over something? We need to talk about something.
I mentioned that I did the other thing. I had the live for the trailer breakdown for tomorrow. That's why I was trying to stick to that. Let's talk about this.
Can I ask y'all a question though about the episode? What do y'all think about Imani and her mushroom top?
I'm glad she gone.
I feel like that she proved that she wasn't a knob.
No, she's not.
I thought she was a knob. If she was trying to like, oh, I can do this. Like if she tried to plead her case,
yes,
I felt like, oh girl, no. But girl, get rid of you.
I didn't care for her, but I understood her frustration with Lulu. Like she's completely blindsided, and he basically made her an accomplice without her not. And that's whether y'all like her or not, that's effed up. Like she's completely blindsided. Like he literally got back in the game overnight. So it's not like he'd been doing this the whole time. He just did this, and so. My thing is I didn't sign up to be a part of the life with you. So don't use me as a alibi and an accomplice, something that could come back and bite me in the butt. I ain't doing jail for you, baby. So I understood why Mushroom Top was pissed.
Yes, ma'am.
I ain't going to jail.
Do you think early people gonna come after him or step
Who?
to Marvin? Do you think Marvin got a lot of people that could take him out?
Yep.
My question is, do you think that it's gonna be early that do it?
Nah, early's going.
Okay. I just had to ask.
No, fair, but I think early is going to. Marvin is taking out early.
He better.
He has to. He has to. Remember,
he should have took him out when he took out the cousin.
Correct.
Right.
But remember, y'all, Rock already told Marvin, yo, Early came up here and told Stefano X, Y, and Z. So yeah, y'all, next week, please understand, Marvin is taken out early, but like Moochie said, he should have been done it. Again, no one listens to Rock.
So y'all ready for Marvin's death?
Okay. Oh, this is another question I wanted to highlight. Hold on 1 second. Let me just do it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. All right. Hold on 1 second.
Not Inga called him E.T.
Yeah, early Tyler, we've been calling him E.T.
Y'all been calling him? Child, I must have missed that live. Oh, that's so funny.
We've been calling him E.T.
That is so funny. I call him Milk Dud, but E.T. is way better. Way better. Nita, you about to go?
Hold on 1 second. Just the last thing, Nita. All right. This is from Paige. This was 7 days ago. Oh, I just had a thought. Juke may ask Garcia for a favor to find a autopsy how Granny died. If he wants info from her, which she won't give him any. I can't see that happening because I think the mother's gone and in the ground, boo.
Yeah, they don't
her
care.
Family. Okay, that's from page 4128. She don't like them, and she'll have to give Garcia something for that favor. Maybe that's how she and Kanan fall out, because Kanan works with the Rice Krispie crew. If she finds out Rock give Granny that dose, then
I'm so weak.
I'm sorry. Then when she side eye Rock, Lord, let's just fast forward because suspense is killing me.
Y'all are funny.
Plus, Garcia may drop. That Howard was Kanan's father, the Jew. You know what though? Do you think that Garcia knew that Howard was a dirty cop? And
No,
not of these other dirty cops.
No, not until they found Howard's body. That's why I think, you guys, he's giving me Detective Burke vibes. I think he's so perplexed by Howard's demise that he really is on the hunt to figure out what happened to Famous, what happened to Ronnie, and why was Howard's body next to Ronnie. I think that's his main target. That's the information that is like burning him up inside. Like he wants to know, like, you know. So that's how I think about that.
Okay.
Garcia is a dog with a bone. That's for sure. A little dog with a little bone. Inga, they did not cremate the mama, did she? She's in the fire burning.
Yeah, we even talked about Stefano being thrown in his own furnace last night.
I watched y'all's live. Yes, that was funny. I forgot about that furnace until Inga brought it back up.
So anything's possible with this.
Anything, I guess.
What you got going on your channels, ladies?
Yes, y'all. I'm probably gonna be recording tonight my Raising Kanan recap of the previous episode, and the latest episode, I'm sorry, and I will be uploading it tomorrow. And then I will be doing some hot topics this week. And then of course, me and Nita will be together this week for reality TV talk.
Nita, what you got going on?
Did she go to bed already?
I think she went to bed.
Yo, not to bed at 10.
Look, she was already halfway out. I saw it coming.
Okay, you saw it coming. Okay.
Look, she's like, okay, she had a long day.
Yeah, she did. Nita the diva.
All right. Well, with that being said, I want to thank you for coming out. Wait, hold on. Monique, you were right about Cabo and St. Lucia. It's beautiful. I can't wait to go back there.
And I went last year for my cousin's birthday.
I think he's going to say the wrong thing to Jukebox in this episode, and she might take him out, and she might have Marvin take her downstate to Rock's sister house.
Too late for that.
I think they don't be surprised if they both be on the run, and that's why she end up in Delaware.
Oh, like on the run type thing.
Yeah, I said that from. I don't want him to die. It's either jail or let him be on the run for a couple of years.
Okay, I got you. I got you. That I can get with that. If she on the run, yes, I can get with that. Oh,
she said, I keep the furnace going for everybody can get in there.
I forgot about that furnace. I think you guys are the only one that still talk about that furnace.
Yeah, because why would you show us something like that and you don't use that shit?
Yeah, and that was last season, right? That's when we got Stefano introduced. Yeah. Oh, that was funny. I forgot about that furnace, y'all.
All right. Well, with that being said, I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna do the trailer breakdown, and I believe I will be on with the ladies talking about Godfather Harlem with Inga and Tamika's Den. So please be sure to keep y'all notifications on. Thanks for coming out. God bless, and later, y'all am.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.